everyone! So this is a very neutral kind of schoolgirl look that I did. It's basically kind of springtime, kind of summer, kind of flirty, and I know that it's winter right now, but it looks really good, and I felt, you know, why not rock it during the winter? Who says you have to do it in a certain season? I'll kind of skip forward so you guys can see, but it's what I would recommend for someone who goes to school, just because it's very light, it's very subtle. It's very quick and easy to put on. It's kind of, you know, just kind of flirty, fun, simple, really focuses on the face more than any of the actual eyes, lips, things like that, so that you can look presentable, light makeup, light coverage, and just have fun with it. I also did these earrings. They're pretty modest, so that's always good for school. Just because they're little studs. You guys can use any studs. I got these from Tiffany's a couple years ago, but this is what the look is, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. You can wear it to school, you can wear it out. It's just easy, fun, flirty, spring, kind of preppy. So I hope that you like it, and I'll teach you how to do it. Hey everyone! So the first thing that I did was, of course, put my hair up, and I did my foundation. And I did my foundation a little bit differently. I used just the CoverGirl Aqua Smoothers, but then I used a color that would be a little bit darker than my natural skin tone as far as blush. What am I talking about today? As far as powder goes, I used something a little bit different. So that just kind of gives us, you know, that kind of glow. And if you guys want to see the foundation that I did, I'll link it in kind of like the bottom tab. I did a foundation routine, so that's basically how I did it, only with different foundation. So I think I posted it like a week ago. So go check that out, and that'll show you kind of how I did this. To start with my face, I'm going to be using this. This is the 134. It's like a paddle brush. And I'm going to be using a bronzer. It's really just kind of give us that glow to our face. And this isn't something that I would normally do. I'm usually not a very big bronzer person, but for the sake of this look, it's really going to be good. This is kind of also in contouring. I'm using the 45 Apricot Peach by Maybelline, and with that, I'm just going to contour my face kind of underneath my cheekbones. That's going to make our cheekbones really stand out, and it's going to make us look just really pretty. And this also adds to the bronzing effect. I posted a video on contouring and highlighting, so go check that out. It was probably like 3 weeks ago, maybe 2, maybe like 10 days ago. I really don't know. But go check that out because that's definitely very helpful. And you guys can kind of see where else I contour my face. Sorry if I'm looking over there. That's where the mirror is, so I can actually see what I'm doing. Maybe I should scoot forward. Would that help you? Is that better? I think that's a little bit better. So anyways, contouring and highlighting video, it'll be in the bottom tab. Please go check that out because it's very helpful. So that's kind of what I'm going to do as far as contouring goes. I'm not going to do anything to my nose because this is a springtime natural, really natural look. So I'm not going to go really all out with it because it's kind of like a schoolgirl look. Next I'm going to take the 134 paddle brush, and I'm just going to dip this in my bronzer. This is one from CVS. It used to come with a little thing kind of behind it, but that's not really there anymore. It's called the Mosaic Bronzer from Retro Glow. I think it's the Physicians Formula line, but I'm just going to swirl my brush in there. Ooh, it's getting all over. And I'm going to dust this all around my face, kind of everywhere that I would highlight, contour, or bronze, is basically where you would put this, which is bronzer. So I'm just going to rub this kind of all over my bottom cheeks here. I'm going to dust it on my chin. And I'm also going to do kind of the temples of my forehead. And along with that, I'll bring it kind of to the top of my forehead. So that way it just kind of gives us a really nice glow all around our entire face. But then right in the middle, it kind of stands out. And I know it's winter, but I think I'm actually going to be doing this a lot recently just because I feel like being back in summer, even though I love winter. So yeah, you're probably going to see this a lot pretty soon. Really concentrate this stuff by the hairline. That's where it's going to have the most impact. One once you do that, you can really just kind of blend it all in together and make sure that you kind of blend it into both your natural foundation and into where you did your contouring. This is going to give us that really tan kind of glow, so that's always good. And yeah, this is a very natural look, so you don't want any one thing to be super emphasized. Next, because it kind of goes along the same lines, I'm going to be doing a blush, and I just feel like using Maybelline today. All of my blushes are basically from NARS Benefit. I guess I'll use the Benefit one. As you guys can see, I'm not really highlighting or contouring a ton. This is just like a little bit here and there, kind of with a bronzer. But next, I'm going to be taking Dandelion by Benefit. And this is, it comes with its own little brush, but this is basically a very light pink. And this is going to kind of be both our blush and our kind of like highlight color. It's just going to give us a little bit more color to the face, and it's not going to be overdone. So basically it's just super light. It's a light color to begin with, and we're just going to kind of put it on very lightly. I am using a Sigma 168, and this is probably one of my favorite blush brushes. Just so that we don't have any awkward lines, I'm going to take this paddle brush again, and I'm just going to make sure that that's kind of all blended evenly. And that's about all we're really going to do for the face. It's light, it's subtle, it's really kind of springtime. Then we're going to be doing the eyes, and I'll scoot a little bit closer for you guys for that. So the first thing is going to be the eyebrows, and I'm just going to use this from Costco. It's just kind of a little eyebrow brush, and there are definitely a lot of different eyebrow looks you can do. You can do the ones that are really pointy, the ones that are really smooth. Today we're going to be doing kind of a smoother eyebrow. I plucked them this morning, so sorry if it looks like really red and irritated like right here. It's because it is. But we're basically going to pull up on our eyebrow, and after that we're going to kind of push it down and shape it over so that it's really gentle. It doesn't have a lot of these huge lines, and it's not super accented. It just looks very natural, very subtle, and very sweet. So basically that's just the slight curvature that we want, and once I do that, we'll get into eyeshadow. For shadows, you're going to want to do something really natural. So I'm using this little palette by Urban Decay. What is it called? I don't remember which palette it is, but it's a really nice one. It's got a bunch of little things, and it's kind of new, but I've used my friends before, and I have some of the colors in the little normal pots. Oopsies, wrong brush. So this is just a Travel Sigma one that I got. It's the 217. The MAC 217 works really well, but I don't have it on me. And I'm going to take this one called Blunt. I'm just going to kind of dip my brush into it. It's this one at the bottom here. There's also one called Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, which I really like as well. And I'm just going to kind of close my eyes and put this right in the crease. So it's really light, really subtle, but it still kind of gives us a little bit of definition. You kind of do it in like windshield wiper motions, and then once you get to the corners, you can kind of go like that. Then I'm going to take Chopper, which is the one right next to it. It's kind of a little bit darker, and I'm just going to put it right here. Once you do that, you're really going to want to make sure that it does not really pop out, so that it does look natural. So this is just a 227, and I'm just going to take it and kind of rub it all together. And I put foundation powder on my eyes, which you guys could see in the video. So this is just going to kind of blend into that and look really natural. You could do a little bit of highlight up here, but I'm going to avoid it just because we do want this to look really subtle. And then I'm also going to do liner. And the thing about liner is that you have to be very, very careful, because if you don't do it light enough, it's just going to look like a complete mess. So I'm going to do it very, very light, very subtle. This one is Maybelline Expert Wear. I got this, it's kind of an eyeshadow eyeliner duo, so it's kind of 2-in-1. But I'm going to kind of place this just everywhere that you would place normal eyeliner, except for not on the top. Basically your entire wet line. And this one is in the shade of light brown. I kind of messed up and got a little bit up there, so I guess that's alright. You guys can do that. You might want to avoid it depending on how light you're going, but because this is a very naturally light color, it should be okay. Yeah, I think. And that's seriously all you need for the eyes. It's really simple, really subtle, really soft, and same with the brows. They're not really that accented. You could even put a little bit of powder on the brows to make them look a little bit lighter, so that way they're not as defined, but either works. The next thing you're going to want to do is take mascara, and black is definitely a fine choice. However, because of my skin tone and because I want this to be a little bit of a lighter look, I'm going to be using a brown. The one that I have is by Helga Van Dyke. It's a skincare system. She has a lot of different stuff. Just like that. So then the last thing we're going to be doing is lips. And basically what I did my normal foundation routine. I just took a Q-tip and kind of wiped off my lips. So these are my natural color. And for me that kind of works because my natural lip color is a little bit pink. If you guys don't have a very pink lip color, I might recommend a color kind of like Angel or something like that from MAC, or maybe Sweetie, something like that to just kind of give it that color. Because my lips already have that characteristic, I'm just going to apply a little bit of gloss. Not lipstick, because that'll be too heavy. This is one that I got from Sephora. It's really, really light. It's called Precious Pink. And it's very, very light. And it's so cute because it's a mini size. It was for my birthday. And it is very, very tiny, so it can just perfectly fit in your pocket for school. And I got this as a birthday gift. It was kind of free. There were news scares earlier this year about someone... oh, it already has color on it. There were news scares about someone earlier this year who tried it and like their lips swelled up. So I think it had a product recall, so be very careful with this if you have it. And if not, you can definitely find something really similar really easy because it's just a very light sheer pink. Even like a Dazzle Glass, like sugar rimmed, that would be perfect. Maybe Baby Sparks. I mean, you figure out what works best for you. So just apply that to the very middle of your lip and there you have it. It's a perfect kind of school look. You can take down your hair, of course. How you do your hair is kind of up to you. I think it looks good in a ponytail. Really schoolgirlish, kind of like that. But it's quick, it's simple, it's easy, and it's pretty. So you guys can go to school like this, kind of rock your stuff, and feel good. I hope that you liked this, and I'll be doing kind of more because this isn't usually, what I would do as far as makeup goes. It's definitely out of the box for me, but I really enjoyed it, so I hope you did too. Feel free to check the bottom tab and click subscribe. It's completely free of charge, so that way you guys know when I post other things. And you guys keep up to date. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.